I would say it's finding that balance of absolutely as a woman wanting to have something of my own, something, an extracurricular fun activity that I get to enjoy doing that's all really just for me, but then being able to balance that with all the responsibilities of being a mom. But luckily with this organization, they do such a great job about making it an enhancement in our lives. So while it is that extra little thing that I get, it's just blended very seamlessly. And it really has been a fun addition to our family that we've all gotten to enjoy together. Oh, wow. I think that if I could teach my son anything, the most important thing that I would want him to know is that having that confidence in yourself is really what's going to allow you to do anything that you want in life going forward. You know, you may not always be the best move whenever you start out. You may fail, and you probably are going to, but just having that confidence to know that you can move forward and grow and improve in anything is what I would really want to teach him. Well, I had a few experiences as a younger kid doing pageants. I got kind of dipped my toe a little bit as a teenager, but I wasn't very successful in any of them. And I got a little shied away from them. But it was always something that I really wanted to pursue. And it just took me a while to build up my confidence to think that I could pursue it more competitively, I guess you could say, to take it more seriously, because it took a while for me to build up that confidence in myself that I even belonged in an arena like this. So I came into pageantry more seriously, I guess you could say, in this arena for the Mrs. And I'll tell you, I kind of came in with a vengeance. I was so passionate about reclaiming this dream that I had from whenever I was young that I felt like I had failed at, like I wasn't good enough in the past. And so whenever I got to come into this as a grown woman and just have that confidence, it was in a completely different experience.
And do you think you have no confidence to win before this title? You lack of confidence to win the title during your childhood?
I think that my confidence has grown in just seeing myself go for something, win or lose. That wasn't even the most important thing. I was just proud of myself for taking that step to even enter and to compete. And then just having the support of my family and my friends behind me, just knowing that they're there and supporting me and encouraging me has just really been a huge confidence booster in all aspects of my life, truly.
Your son and your husband go to Las Vegas to support you during the national?
My husband will be there and my son will be supporting me from home. Yeah, we're going to take advantage of enjoying Las Vegas without our little one.
What are you most proud to your family?
Oh, I'm so proud. And my husband and I were just having this conversation. We are celebrating our 8-year anniversary tomorrow. And we went away for dinner the other night and we were having this conversation, and I kind of looked at him and I said, you know, I think we're doing okay. I really do think we're doing okay as parents. And I'm so proud that I know in my heart that our child is going to be able to look back on his childhood and know that we loved each other, that he saw his mother and father be affectionate and kind and being best friends. And I think that that is a very healthy and nurturing environment for a child. I'm really proud of my husband and I for being able to give that to our son. Is it a reality? Yeah, so I think that this organization is great about making sure that it really is about family. It's about supporting family and encouraging women who have families, have husbands, and being able to balance it all. So while it's definitely a job and it's a job I'm happy to do, I've never felt that I've been taken away from my family. It's been an enhancement for sure for our lives.
Are you a superwoman to manage all things, duty, family, job? Yes. Are you a superwoman?
I think I am. Yeah, absolutely. Maybe Wonder Woman. I've tried my little pose, you know, I do that whenever, that's really a good confidence builder. I've noticed anytime I get a little bit nervous, I do my Wonder Woman pose. So maybe Superwoman, Wonder Woman. And it does, it makes me feel powerful. And I mean, honestly, nobody can do it all, but we try our best and give it your all. And you know what, at the end of the day, my family loves me. I feel proud about what I'm doing, and that's good enough for me. I think beauty is being able to not only see the beauty in yourself, but being able to see the beauty in other people as well. I think that one of the biggest problems that we have going on right now is too much of a disconnect, not being able to relate to other people, not being able to have compassion for other people. And I think that whenever you're able to take a step back and see the beauty in others, that allows you to treat someone else with compassion and grace. And that's what can make the world a better place.
When you see you in the mirror, do you see a beautiful woman?
I do see a beautiful woman, yes. And I think that's important for all of us to be able to look in the mirror and feel proud about the person that we see, not just our outward appearance, but who we are as people on the inside. I think that perhaps they don't know a whole lot about beauty pageants. I think that I think a beauty pageant can be what you make it. And if you go into a beauty pageant with the mindset that I'm here for my confidence, I'm here to become the best version of myself, I'm here to make friends with other like-minded women who are here for the same good reasons, then I think that that is a wonderful arena for a woman to step into. And it also gives a great opportunity to buy fabulous clothes and do hair and makeup. And I wear scrubs all day, every day at my job. So this is the only chance I get to get dolled up and look pretty. And hey, if that's what I want to do on the weekends, forgive me. I think it's fun. So in preparation for Mrs. America, we have dedicated ourselves as the Mrs. Arkansas organization to supporting the Victoria's Voice Foundation. And this is a foundation that is aiming to reduce the number of lives lost to the opioid epidemic. And they are doing that through distribution and education of naloxone, which is a life-saving drug for anybody suffering from an overdose due to opioids. And they are also, one of my favorite things that they do are drug, deterrent programs for teenagers, an incentive program to keep them drug-free. So this organization is attacking the opioid epidemic on multiple fronts, which I think is so important. I think it's a wonderful, a wonderful organization to align ourselves with. And the state of Arkansas, we have a big problem with opioids. We have a big problem with that in our communities, and it's an important foundation and cause to support. And so through the Mrs. Arkansas program, we have been raising money. We are using all of our resources, all of our unique talents to get creative and raise money to support that foundation.
With the pandemic, it's not too difficult to raise money for this cause.
Is it difficult?
To raise the money to have a fundraiser event, because we have a shutdown during 1 year. We have no organized event with due to the COVID-19.
Oh, yes. So we're able to raise money through our business that's already open. We've come up with some unique things like that. Also having some products made. We had a special little bath bomb made where all the proceeds are going to Victoria's Voice, so people can enjoy that product in the comfort of their own home. And we're able to raise money in that way. Yeah.
Have you a personal focus advocacy?
So for this organization and this leading into Mrs. Arkansas, the Victoria's Voice is the foundation that we are focused on, yes.
And you, personally, have you another focus advocacy?
How have I personally been affected by this?
Yes.
Yeah. So unfortunately, it's really hit quite close to home. I work with people every day, and I cannot tell you how often a woman comes into my business and shares with me that they've lost a child due to the opioid crisis. I have friends who have lost family members. It's touched my own family. To say that there's a family out there that hasn't been affected by the opioid crisis, it's devastating to know how far this epidemic is reaching. And it just goes to show just how important the work of this Victoria's Voice Foundation is. I think to be a beauty queen means to inspire others. I think it's we're here to be a symbol as inspiration and uplifting, a positive role model to other women. I know what it's like to feel like you're not good enough. I feel to feel like you don't belong in somewhere that you want. That's where I came from in this world, and that's who I would like to represent. That's who I would like to inspire, is that any woman who's wanting to go after something that she wants in life, I hope that she can maybe relate to me and be encouraged to go after her dreams too.
And during the pandemic, have you learned something about yourself?
I love my alone time. Of course, there were lots of things that I was sad to miss out on and everything. It was kind of nice having a lot of extra time at home alone. Me and my husband and my little boy have a lot of fun together, and that was okay too. I'm happy that things are opening back up and that we're getting back to normal life. But, you know, having a few extra nights home is not always such a bad thing either.
Have you do some school at home during the shutdown with your son?
Well, he's a little bit young, so he's not quite in kindergarten just yet. So we kind of, you know, slid under a little bit with that. But home, you know, with a 3-year-old, 3-year-old has its own challenges as well. But yes, we did not have to do any formal schooling from home. Without a doubt, it's my support system. I've got a phenomenal director who is guiding me every step of the way. I've got a committee that's backing her. Our sponsors for the Mrs. Arkansas pageant are phenomenal. They're second to none. From head to toe, I've had help support my wardrobe, everything. It takes a village for sure. And it's those people that are around me are gonna lead me to success, I believe.
You have started your preparation, I imagine. What is the most challenging for you during the preparation for Mrs. America?
Okay, without a doubt, it's my heels. I am a tennis shoe loving girl. I want to wear my little sneakers and be comfortable all the time. So putting on those 5-inch heels and making it look easy. I've practiced. I think I'm doing pretty good at it now, but sore feet are not fun.
Have you feared to fall on the stage?
I'm not even letting my mind go there. We're not even gonna just no. No.
Impossible. Your style on stage. Are you classic? Are you sexy? Are you what are you? What is your style on stage?
I don't know. I think I would love to show a little bit of all the different sides of my personality. I think definitely some classy elegance. I think some fun, sassy. I hope I'm a multidimensional woman. And I hope that my outfits and apparel on stage will reflect all the different aspects of my personality as well.
Do you think you are the best candidate to win the crown of Mrs. America this year?
I know there are going to be so many phenomenal, intelligent, beautiful women out there. I would love the opportunity to be Mrs. America. I would be so blessed to represent this organization, to be a voice for Victoria's Voice, to make a difference in this opioid epidemic, and to represent this organization. I would love to be the first woman from the state of Arkansas to take home the crown. And I am sure that whoever walks away with it will be a fabulous choice and represent well. my legacy and the message that I would want to leave as Mrs. America is that it does not matter where you come from. It does not matter where you start, that you have that ability in yourself to make a dream come true. I think it takes a plan and it takes dedication, but I think that anything that you set your mind to do can happen. And I would love to be a Mrs. America that could inspire women to do whatever it is that they want in life. It could be write a book or run a marathon or enter a beauty pageant, whatever I could do to encourage another woman to see that she has the power in herself to live an impactful life, I would be very proud of that.
Becoming a beauty queen, is it a dream for you?
Is it a dream for me to be?
To become a Mrs. America or a beauty queen?
Oh, of course. I would be so honored. I would be honored to be Mrs. America. It would be an absolute dream come true. I remember being a little girl in my mom's living room, sitting on the floor, watching the TV and watching these pageants and thinking, oh my gosh, that's what I want to be. To me, these women walking across these stages were the embodiment of confidence and beauty, and they seemed so sure of themselves, and they seemed like they just knew what they wanted in life and they were going places. And that's what I saw in that. And to be able to even just be able to have the opportunity to be on this stage period is already a dream come true. And to win the crown, I would be thrilled and so honored.
What are you looking forward to the most at the Mrs. America pageant in November?
I have thought about this many times, and it is actually the thing I think that was sealed the deal for me in even entering, and that is the Elvis night. So we are the pageant is held in the beautiful Westgate Resort in Las Vegas, and if you are not aware, that is where Elvis Presley had a residency years ago, and they have kept his villa in the same condition that it was whenever he lived there. And so one of the nights that week during pageant week, they invite all the ladies to come up and they wear their evening gowns and their crowns and their sashes, and they have a cocktail party in Elvis's villa. And that is, I cannot wait for that night. That is probably what I'm most looking forward to. Oh, well, I just got word of my roommate, and I am very pleased to say that I am excited to be roommates with Mrs. Louisiana, and I'm sure we will be fast friends. Oh, that doesn't even sound real, does it? Yeah. What's more than that? I can't even, I'm so honored and can't even believe that I get to participate in the Mrs. America. This has already just been a dream come true. To get to go to Mrs. World and represent the Mrs. America organization would just be a pinnacle moment in my life.
I have a question about your husband. I have interviewed April, Mrs. World 2012, and she said me, Mrs. America or Mrs. World is a full-time job. And I have some problem to meet my husband because we have a shoulder very, very, very busy. Yeah. And your husband, is he ready for this? Is he ready? If you win the crown of Mrs. America, you are not all time at home. Is it ready for this, your husband?
I know my husband would support me if we were fortunate enough to be able to be the Miss, I don't know, is he going to be Mr. America if that happens? But either way, if we were so fortunate and so blessed to be given that opportunity, he would be thrilled. I know he would support me every step of the way, as he has our entire marriage. And I know he would be a very, very proud Mr. Arkansas.
I have a hard question. Who is your all-time favorite Mrs. America?
Brooklyn Riviera, I would have to say, because I remember watching the Mrs. America pageant last year, right before I was about to compete in my state pageant, and just seeing her win, it touched me in that I could feel her excitement, because I was so hopeful and so excited to compete in the state, and just this dream of, oh, if I win, I'll be able to have this experience of going to Mrs. America. And then here she is, and she got to win, and she looked gorgeous. And I just really related to her excitement and joy in that moment. And she seemed so genuine. I'm really looking forward to meeting her. The state of Arkansas, we are the natural state, so our outdoor offerings are fabulous. And I would have to say that going on a little canoe ride down a river with my husband, and fishing a little bit, eating some snacks on a little riverbank, if we have the opportunity to do that, that's always the most relaxing way to spend a weekend.
Which places in Arkansas I must visit?
The first place I think you should visit is the Bentonville area. It's in the Northwest Arkansas, and we have a fabulous new art museum that was built by the Walton family, which is the Walmart family. And it is nestled in just this little Ozark town. You would never think it was something special, and you walk in and it's this gorgeous world-class art museum. It's a must-see in the state of Arkansas.
I take some information for my next vacation.
Oh yes, and that's just one place. We could talk. I could tell you plenty of other places to visit. Yes, but that would be a great place to start. I think that the power of social media is just that. It's very powerful, and powers can be used for good or bad. I think that in using social media to promote something like an organization, I think it's quite powerful and a very positive opportunity.
How do you manage to protect your family, yourself, against bad comments, haters on your social media?
Mm-hmm. I would say that my social media stays pretty mild, and I keep my personal life personal. I think that if I want to use it to say something positive or say something encouraging, I think that protects you from inviting negativity. But of course, you can't control other people, and sometimes you maybe just have to let things slide, as long as you know who you are and what your intentions are.
Do you prefer Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, or other?
I love watching TikToks, just scrolling through all the funny little dance videos and the funny music. I love decorating tips and recipes that I see on TikTok. So I maybe spend a little bit too much time sometimes lounging in the mornings, drinking my coffee and flipping through, flipping through TikToks.
If I look your TikTok, what do you find about you? What do you find about you on your TikTok?
Oh, well, you're going to find out that I'm obsessed with interior home design, anything garden. I love recipes, usually anything that has to do with baking, that kind of thing, sweets. And then maybe like funny cat videos.
I love cats.
Cat video, yeah. And I'm starting to venture out. French bulldog content apparently is TikTok's figured out I like that a little bit too. So
You talk about recipe. Are you a good chef?
I am. I'm a fabulous cook, in fact. So if you would ever come through Arkansas, please stop by. I'd love to have you for dinner.
Thank you. Thanks for the invitation. What is your best recipe?
Fried chicken, but I do mine a little different. I would say it's kind of like a schnitzel. I pound chicken breast out real thin and pan fry it. Oh my goodness. So good with mashed potatoes. Oh, my favorite music, soft jazz. And I know that makes me sound so old. My friends come over and they joke. They're like, it's like an old lady that lives here with your soft jazz music. But I just love feeling like I'm in like a little jazz lounge, and I like to turn my lights down. That's so relaxing to me, to just soft instrumental music. In my purse? Oh. Oh, what a good question. Oh, let's see. In my purse. I guess I would have to say my car keys. I mean, that to me is freedom. It takes me everywhere I need to go. It helps me live an independent life and run my errands. I'm so happy to have a vehicle. I'm so blessed to be able to have the freedom that a vehicle allows me.
And which essential item have you always put, or do you always put in your bag and you cannot leave your house without?
Cannot leave without it. So believe it or not, I'm pretty low maintenance. So I'll oftentimes just have my car keys and my phone just in a pocket. But that's probably not the answer that you were looking for. So with that, I would have to say a granola bar or almonds, because I always have to have a little snack no matter where I go. Guilty pleasure, peanut butter. Yeah, peanut butter.
It's belong to the culture of United States, because in France I have no peanut butter.
No peanut butter? Yeah.
No, only when I come back in United States.
And it's isn't that funny? Yes.
Yes. I have apart from pageantry, what is your other interest, your other hobby?
So I really love like anything domestic life. I love to make my home beautiful, to have friends over. I love to garden, getting out in my flower beds and just getting down on my hands and knees and digging in the dirt and making things grow, and then being able to admire them season after season. That brings me a lot of joy, and it's a wonderful stress reliever.
If you lose your phone, are you a desperate housewife?
If I lose my phone, I sure wouldn't want to lose my phone. That would be very inconvenient. Certainly. Yes.
You can live without your phone.
Oh, I could certainly live without my phone, but I mean, a phone does certainly make life more convenient. It helps things move a little bit quicker, makes things a little bit easier. But to say that I couldn't live without my phone, that may be a little extreme. I think that my biggest fans are my friends and my family, and I would say to them, thank you so much for just loving me. Thank you for being there. Thank you for always supporting me. All these things that I come up with, and just having just that encouragement behind me to say, we're so proud of you, and to fly across the country to support me on my journey to Mrs. America. I'm so grateful that there are people that care enough about me to do that.